Jesus Christ of Nazareth, when he was about to be crucified, he cried, "Oh Lord, why have you forsaken me?" He forgot the human in him. Madam Speaker, the human in him made him to feel that he was not treated fairly. But this was someone that the Christian world believes that is the Son of God. He came to die for the sake of mankind. But at the cross, he lost, because of his human nature, he cried. Many prophets, we can cite that again and again and again. It is impossible to find any group of persons under this sun that will behave like angels. We have that weaknesses as humans and as Ghanaians. But Madam Speaker, the worrisome aspect of this is the generalization. When you generalize it, the implication is that then all Ghanaians are a bunch of criminals and thieves. Because we constitute part of Ghana. So once one of us is criminal and it can be generalized, then all of us. Madam Speaker, when you go to the laws that all of us have agreed to abide by, even above the spiritual documents that all of us have, whether as Christians or Muslims or Judees or what have you, is the 1992 Constitution. And Madam Speaker, with your indulgence, I quote 19(2)(c) of the 1992 Constitution. Madam Speaker, and it reads, a person charged with a criminal offense shall be presumed to be innocent until he is proved or has pleaded guilty. This is the 1992 Constitution. That, honorable colleagues, yes, Mr. Kofi Wayo might have said all those things, yes, but I want to plead. Because we are representing them, I want to plead, we should not behave like them. To err is human, but to forgive is divine. I want to plead that we let this thing go and carry on, so that we develop mechanism that will help this country to respect this house, rather than to carry it on forever. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Yes, I will take one more from this side. Can you be brief? Because we have another program at the castle at 12:30. Yes.
I'm most grateful, Madam Speaker. I'll strive to be very brief. Madam Speaker,
yes.
The allegation that Mr. Kofi Wayo is supposed to have made, or the statement, it's very, very serious. Madam Speaker, it's a very serious one, and you have underscored that already. You see, there's a history to this man we're talking about. If I recall correctly, sometime in 1996, it was the judiciary. He attacked the judiciary, the Supreme Court. They are made up of this and what and that. That was in 1996. All throughout the last 10 years, members in the executive, in one way or the other, have received a bashing from him. Either the president or one minister here or another. Consistently. Either this minister is a thief, or that president is a thief, or that, consistently. Now it is the time of this august house, the institution called Parliament. In my view, the man Kofi Wayo is consistently denigrating the institutions of state. The institutions of state, the institutions of governance, in all forms. I think that we require to take action, not because we are individually or personally aggrieved, but because it is our responsibility as a parliament to enforce the laws of the land. It is the constitution of this country Article 122, that states that anybody whose action or inaction constitutes an affront into Parliament should be dealt with. Indeed, if we, sitting in this House, do not enforce the Constitution of this country, who will? I've always bemoaned the lack of enforcement of the laws of this land. The Constitution should not be treated like any other one. I think that we have to enforce the law. Madam Speaker.
Yes, conclude now. Time is up. We have one more in the leaders. We have to finish.
Very well, I'm finishing with Madam Speaker. This should not be seen, as some commentators have said, as criminalizing speech. No. I think that consistently, this country, we are permitting and tolerating the denigration of public institutions, public officials, and the people in public service. And very soon, we may not have people of high caliber to be working in the public service. The worst for you if you're a politician. As soon as you present yourself for election in any capacity, then you're finished. You're a thief. You are useless. You cannot. And if we do not take any action, then we're reinforcing that perception. Madam Speaker, I think it is time that the line is drawn between free speech and decency. And I urge that this House take a very strong view, and I pray that Madam Speaker does refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yes. Thank you. One more from this side. Please, time is...
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, admittedly, the statement attributed to Kofi Wayo accusing Parliament is a serious statement.
And everybody for that matter. That for goodness sake, let us criticize where it is relevant to do so, and do so constructively. This unnecessary fault finding and laying blame at the wrong doorsteps would not help us in this country. So I want to conclude by appealing to my honorable colleagues. Like in the light of what we have all observed, we are more focused here. We have more serious business to do. And I don't think that we should subject our parliamentary, the Committee on Privileges to invite a friend like Mr. Kofi Wayo, who will come and offer nothing, and who at the end of the day will get nothing from. I think that we should let the matter end there, but send this signal that we will not continue to countenance irresponsible insults. They are not criticisms, they are insults on the August House, whether they are members or the institution as a whole. So, honorable colleagues, let me plead with you that if we take a cue from the discussion, majority of us here are interested in trying to rather maintain the dignity of this House by not rather inviting Mr. Kofi Wayo. He's a good friend, but the comments were unfortunate. Madam Speaker, we all know who in this country has Mr. Kofi Wayo not insulted. Is it the NDC as an institution that he has not insulted before? Is it the MPP as an institution that he has not insulted before? Is it the former presidents and what he has not insulted? Are they dead? No. So for goodness sake, let's let the matter remain there. I thank you.
Yes, I thank you very much, Majority Leader. I thank you all honorable members who have made contributions. All persons concerned should take into account the various laws and especially the provisions of the Constitution, Article 21, which demands that we respect the dignity of Parliament. I will this time not refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. And I do not make this decision lightly. I have considered a lot of things. I think for the first time, our views here, when it is aired, will inform all stakeholders who deal with Parliament to really look at the law and consider it. It is for these reasons that In this particular case, and for once, I will not refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. I think we have heard it. I think it will be made public. I thank you, honorable members. I thank you for your contributions.